Today we're going to be talking about a really important issue. It's the reason why I don't overfill, I underfill a patient when I'm injecting dermal filler in the face. I'll take you back to when I first started injecting filler, and I remember injecting a patient's lips within this region, okay, and also the nasolabial fold, so the nose to mouth lines. And when you go to all these trainings as a doctor and a surgeon, the manufacturers tell you, hey, you need to call the patient back every 6 months and you need to put 1 ml of filler here, 1 ml of filler there, 1 ml of filler in your lips, and before you know it, you've been injected with 3 ml of filler. I believed them initially, and then I started looking at my patients over the years and I thought to myself, that doesn't look right. You look puffy in the upper lip and you're looking a little bit more, like I say, swollen around this region. Probably not like the chipmunk cheeks that you see, but still, nevertheless, it changes the structure of your face. But now we know from years of experience that filler doesn't completely wear away. 10% or even up to about 15% of filler actually remains and is kind of permanent. And that's with all types of hyaluronic acid fillers. It's a good thing, but it also can be a bad thing. So if you over inject the face, it's going to be a real problem. This is reason why, as of 8 years ago, I stopped injecting massive amounts of fillers in my patients. I'm a lot more subtle. I under-inject the area, knowing that in many years' time that you accumulate the filler, it really results in more of a natural look over time. So I only inject kind of 1 ml within one sitting, and sometimes maximum 2 or 3 if I'm targeting different areas. Let me give you a quick example in the lip area. The lip is a very subtle structure and it's also a muscular structure, so it moves all the time. So you need a filler that's going to stay there and not spread. If you inject too much filler in that area, you can get puffy lips. Most people talk about it as duck lips. So when they look from the side, you've got a real kind of swelling just on the side of the lip. And also this border, this upper lip, is no longer concave, it's suddenly convex. And it actually is a really ugly thing that you can have as a result of filler injection. So sometimes it's a telltale sign. You look at a person and you're like, hey, you've had too much filler. And they'll tell you, oh, I only had 2 ml of filler in my lips. And then when I asked them, how often did you have that? And they said, well, I had it every 2 weeks. That's too soon. The lip is a natural structure, like we said. If you stretch it too much too soon, you'll end up with migration. And also, if the injections are not specifically placed with the right type of filler, you're going to end up with problems too. So like with anything in medicine, if you underdo it, then the problem's going to be less of a problem as well. And it's my job really to kind of tell patients, hey, maybe you shouldn't have any filler this time. Let things settle down. Let's wait 4 or 5 months and see whether we really need to reintroduce any more filler. So the duck lip look is something that I've treated commonly before. You may have seen in various news articles where I've dissolved certain individuals' lips to make sure that they look a lot more natural. There's a lot more shifted to these days on awareness to make sure that the upper lip and the bottom lip are not too puffy and cartoon-like, and it's something that can be easily corrected. Even if you wanted to remove the filler and never have it again, you can have that. And even if you want to remove it and then reintroduce the filler in a nice natural way, it's certainly possible. We're going to be shooting a few more videos looking at specific problems secondary to over-injecting filler within different areas. So stay tuned.